I know a secret that real estate agents don't know, and I can't wait to share it. My name is Jeff Taylor. As I continue to talk to realtors, and they were asking me, Jeff, do you have clients for me? Do you have anyone who's interested in buying my properties? And of course, I gave the appropriate answer. But what I helped her to understand was that she doesn't have a problem trying to find clients. She just has a problem separating herself from the pack and attracting the right client. So I went on to explain to her that what I do is I help potential buyers who are looking for the next property learn how to pay off that property in 7 to 10 years sooner than the normal process of buying a property. And she says, well, how does that work? I said, well, let me explain it to you. I said, see, the challenge that the realtor has is that they are the facilitators for finding the property, right? Okay, so you're going to find what they're looking for, the number of bedrooms and bath, the community they want to live in, and so forth and so on. I said, the other side of this is that the buyer is thinking, what? Okay, how am I going to buy this property and continue to pay for private school? And by the way, there's another baby on the way. Or how are we going to be able to afford the new truck that we need? Well, how am I going to manage this credit card debt and buy my next property? How am I going to be able to manage all of this? These are the kinds of questions that realtors really don't get into. And because of that, when a realtor is talking with someone, they ask them, okay, well, are you qualified to buy your property? What's missing is the ability to speak to all the other areas that are surrounding the ideal of buying that next property. I said, so what if you had someone that was on your side who was advocating for you as well as your client and teaching them how to deal with those special challenges that they have, as well as buying that property that you're showing them, and to be able to satisfy those needs as well as pay the property off in as little as 7 to 10 years. And I said, how many other realtors are thinking this way? Why aren't realtors thinking outside the box to separate themselves from other realtors? Listen, I get excited about this conversation because I've been a part of processing over 500 mortgages over the course of my career. And in the early years, even when I was a mortgage officer, I had no idea what I know now. When we're able to learn how to see a mortgage in a different way, not only can the buyer acquire a property and pay it off faster, they can actually build their cash reserves, they can satisfy other financial needs, and blend all of this within the budget that they have if they're just willing to follow a few simple strategies or a few simple rules. So let's get into this. So what's the first rule? First of all, we want to get an analysis done. Okay, what do you mean, Jeff? Okay, we want to take a look at your cash flow. We want to take a look at your debts. We want to look at your reserves. And we want to look at the property that you want to buy. What I'm going to do is take this analysis and I'm going to see, it's going to tell me how long, based on your current numbers, is it going to take to pay off this property in your current financial scenario. Then we're going to add in the financial challenges that you have. For example, I just made mention, maybe you're paying for private school. Maybe you're taking care of a parent. Maybe you're paying for your child's student loan debt, or you're getting ready to pay for college. Or you have a situation where maybe you are an investor and you have multiple mortgages and you're trying to figure it all out. All of these are systematic to understanding the flow of cash and knowing how to manage the flow of cash and be able to eliminate that debt while at the same time of building your cash reserves. Ladies and gentlemen, when we're looking to buy that next property, we want to look outside the box, and we want to be thinking, how do we buy the property while at the same time eliminate or pay it off faster, but at the same time including building cash reserves? This is a critical component when we're looking at buying that next property, because we're not just taking on, we don't want to just take on a new mortgage and repeat the same process over and over again. We want to be able to buy that mortgage, satisfy our current financial challenges, and be able to accelerate the payoff of that mortgage without creating a negative wealth transfer. Okay, so you guys have heard me talk about this, right? Especially when we're considering buying that next property. Because every payment that we make towards that mortgage, ladies and gentlemen, remember, we are literally bleeding ourselves of cash reserves and cash flow, because every payment we make, it goes to the lender. The lender takes that money and creates massive profits and massive wealth, where the payer of that debt does not participate in that process. So the question then is, how do we reverse engineer that and be able to buy the property that we want, accelerate its payoff, and build cash reserves? Those are the things that we want to be looking at and blending strategies together to create the opportunities that we're trying to participate in. Ladies and gentlemen, the problem is not buying that next property. The question is, how do we do it in a way that it makes sense, we're not hurting our budget, and we're able to accomplish multiple goals at the same time? So what's the first step? The first step is getting that financial analysis. Now, again, as the realtor, you don't have to be concerned about this. You don't have to run a financial analysis. As your financial strategist, I'm going to take care of that for you. I'm going to take the time that it takes to get to know your client, to review their finances, to see how to best serve them, to see how to create a best fit. And then I will report back to you and let you know, okay, listen, just like your mortgage person is going to, without providing the mortgage itself, I'm going to report to you how we're going to help this client. And then we'll include any additional strategies where we also may be rolling in buying additional property, or buying additional properties over time, or any other special considerations that may impact your ability to serve your client, meet their need, and be able to efficiently create more wealth for yourself, and being responsible and taking care of your client first. This is how we should be addressing the buyer's marketplace. We should be helping them solve multiple problems at the same time, while helping them reach their goal of getting their next property. Wouldn't it be awesome if you spent the rest of this year working with a financial strategist that understands this, that's actually going to help you acquire more clients without you having to spend tens of thousands of dollars or taking a 10-hour class or some other burdensome process that's going to just make your life more hectic? I want to make your life easier. I want to help you make more money. I want to help you bring more value to the client, while at the same time making the real estate marketplace a more profitable process for everyone involved. It's a beautiful thing to have a person to create an analysis for them, to address their other financial needs, and be able to blend all of this into the mortgage process, buying that property, and being able to have it paid off in 7 to 10 years, sometimes even sooner, based on their particular scenario. Listen, realtors, separate yourself from the pack. Become a greater problem solver by collaborating with a person such as myself, who is able to help you potentially close more sales, close higher sales, and bring more value to the client. Like I was trying to say earlier, it's a beautiful thing when you can put them into their dream home and they can see that property is going to be paid off much sooner, and their budget is going to remain the same while they're building their cash reserves. Listen, if this is something that you have of interest as a realtor and you want to learn more, just take a moment. You can ask me any questions that you like. You can also order the free report that's associated with this video, and attend our next class where we go through a case study and we're showing you how we're helping other realtors just like yourself and other families buy their next property, even though in many cases it's outside of their budget. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have financial challenges. The only thing we have is a lack of knowledge. And I am the one who provides the knowledge that they need to make wise, informed decisions to buy that next property. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. You take care, and don't forget to register for the next seminar. Take care. Have a great day.